It's the final road game of the regular season tonight as the Wolves face a showdown with Houston and the Rockets. Tip off just after 8:30. Catch every shot, every dunk, and every jaw-dropping play all season on the Timberwolves iHeartRadio channel.
Let's do it. It's time for some sport talk, isn't it?
No news.
Oh my gosh, are we running that late?
Sure.
Sorry, my fault.
No, it's my fault.
No. I was talking dinosaurs, man. Yeah, you did throw me off the onions, though. Goodness sakes.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
See how much I love CHS Field? A whole ton. SaintsBaseball.com. SaintsBaseball.com. They'll be back in town very, very soon. Get on down. See the best stadium in the Twin Cities, in my opinion. I love CHS Field. I like that place. It's just me?
Too.
Okay, everybody.
I love it.
No, it's great.
All right. Doesn't sound like a sauce.
I love
me
it.
hanging out there,
They
brother.
have way too many food options, though.
I'm listening to the
Way
Neutron
too many.
bands.
You know what they have? Dippin' Dots.
They sure do.
The ice cream of the future.
Yeah.
How can it be
It's
the
been the ice cream
future
of
if
the
it's
future.
been the ice cream of the future since 1992?
Yeah,
He's
man.
not wrong. He's not wrong.
Good question.
It's
Good
been
question.
the ice cream of the future for 40 years.
10 out of 10.
It's
Yeah.
cool, man. Eat some. It's real good.
Right.
Here's a weird story that's not really the news, but I find this interesting. I thought Cameron Diaz was retired from action.
She did retire for a long time and then
Is
came
she
out of
back?
retirement. Yes, she is back.
Okay.
Oh.
Did I miss that? Has she been doing movies I didn't know?
Last couple of years, she did I think she came back and did a. Was
I
it
can
a
tell you.
Jamie Foxx movie or something first? I forget.
Well, here's the thing. Cameron Diaz is slated to star in the sequel to the 80s cult comedy Troop Beverly Hills.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah. Was that Shelly Long the first time?
Yes, dude. How in the hell
How
did
do
you know
you
that?
know?
Did you
I
read the story?
No. I
He's
remember.
insane.
I saw that movie when I was a kid, but once, I think. I think my sister liked it or something. Or maybe my mom liked
The original
it.
film followed Shelly Long from Cheers, playing a pampered Beverly Hills housewife trying to prove to her daughter that she can rough it as a wilderness girls leader.
Yeah, it was basically Bushwhacked before Bushwhacked was Bushwhacked. Remember
Well said.
She
that
had that
movie
look
with
to her.
Daniel Stern?
No, but you do.
No, I don't. Yeah, I think I saw it once.
What do you think Troop Beverly Hills is on Rotten Tomatoes?
Is it close to 100?
Let's go 28%.
35.
45.
Nope.
Way lower.
Way lower.
How dare you.
9.
Little higher.
14.
Correct.
Wow.
Huck loved it.
I haven't seen it, but I'm going to love it tonight,
Yeah.
especially if she's talking about being out in the bush. You know what I mean?
Your mic's on.
Chris,
What?
what'd you do this weekend? You had a free weekend. What'd you do? No gigs?
No.
Friday night, I watched Troop Beverly Hills.
I got bushwhacked at Troop Beverly Hills.
Why does your place smell like onions?
Watched movies all weekend.
Yeah, can't help it, man.
Oh man.
You making hamburgers? Why are you grilling onions?
Yeah, if you were retired as long as she was,
Whoa.
you probably shouldn't come out of retirement to redo a movie that has 14% on
That's the
Rotten.
thing I can't understand. That's why I asked about her coming back. I didn't know she'd already been back, but I'm like, that's
Or
just
she's got a
comeback
couple.
film?
Because if it doesn't go well, she can say the first one was garbage.
Yeah.
It was
Well-
the writing, the script.
She came back for the movies you mentioned with Jamie Foxx called Back in Action.
Loved it, right, Hawk?
It's one of my favorite films of all time.
Yeah.
Well, 69% of the Rotten Tomato viewers did not like it because it's 31%. So
Yeah, Hawk loved it. That's all that matters.
why
she's
would you
killing
come
it.
back for?
That's what I mean. Why not? You
Cash, man.
She's a big star.
She was a huge,
Come back
huge
in
deal.
like Silence of the Lambs Part D.
Yeah, come back for
know what I mean?
holiday.
I've seen her in person. The one time I saw the first year Jimmy Fallon had the Late Show before he had the Tonight Show. When he was filling in like Conan's old slot, I got to see that show in New York. So this was what 2009? Yeah, something like that.
The
And
Rubio
she
draft?
and she was the guest,
Wow,
Cameron Diaz.
that's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
Hey, for those of you driving around the Twin Cities area,
Hey.
don't go near St. Paul this weekend. The eastbound lanes of Interstate 94 are closing this weekend in downtown St. Paul. The Minnesota Department of Transportation is setting beams for the new John Ireland Boulevard Bridge. Always fascinating to watch that happen, but very frustrating if you're watching it happen from the front seat of your car. The freeway will be closed between 280 and Interstate 35. It'll be closed at 10 p.m. tonight till 5 a.m. on Monday morning.
What do you think Sauce would have to do in the next 50 years to get a bridge in Minnetonka named after him.
Die tragically.
Yeah, walk over it and collapse.
While
Have
doing
my dad
something
pay for it.
amazing, though.
But
Yeah, that's a good point.
He's blind.
it does roll off the tongue, like the Meat Sauce Memorial Bridge.
Yeah, thanks,
No,
Echo.
you're right.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah.
It would make me hungry every time.
What's your middle name?
Jeffrey.
It's
Paul J. Lambert. That's right. It's PJ.
PJ Lambert. Yeah,
PJ.
PJ.
PJ Lambert Bridge.
Yeah.
Memorial Bridge.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine.
I don't know.
Long
I
as
could
it's
see him
about me,
having
I'm in.
one of those signs that said he's got to clean this stretch of road.
Top the highway.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay. Yeah,
not?
you'd have the filthiest stretch of road. They'd be like,
Yeah.
he said he'd do it.
Yeah, because you throw stuff out.
Oh, I drive by there every day and just leave tissue paper.
Actually,
Why is that tissue paper walking?
Oh, gross.
this is more of a Hawk thing, is it? They're like,
Yeah.
hey, Hawk, would you like to adopt a highway? Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, he's just.
What else can I adopt?
Yeah. Gross.
Gross.
People will be adopting them Kleenexes.
Yeah, you'd throw all kinds of gross things out.
I'll pick it up later.
Yeah.
All right, everybody be cool. What else I got here? I told you about the closing of the road. You got to be careful with that. The Justice Department is investigating the NFL for forcing fans to pay too much to watch games. That's according to multiple reports. Many of the league's games are now broadcast on streaming platforms like Prime Video or Netflix. After years of games airing on broadcast TV, the DOJ is looking into antitrust and anti-competitive tactics related to the games airing on the platforms. You know, I understand I'm all about not having monopolies and stuff like that, but how can you be mad at a company for trying to make money? I don't understand.
I think it's the point that it's at now where and I don't think they're done.
Right.
Maybe this slows it down. They're talking Wednesday games. That might be on a different platform. Then you're forced to get that. And where I think the NFL knows what's up. They are smart. They have got great attorneys. I'm not an attorney. So I think the way they get around this issue, though, is the fact that in your home market, it is on over-the-air TV. And that's because taxpayer dollars go into these stadiums. I think that was part of the antitrust deal. So we shall see.
I think it's interesting, though. Yeah, I mean, I am normally for the little guy, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't understand. Like, if the NFL starts charging me too much, I'll stop watching it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, it's my choice whether or not to pay for it or not.
But
I don't have to watch the NFL.
But there are people that, not that long ago, we had a lot more access without having to pay what we do now. And there are people that are struggling to make ends meet.
Completely.
Let
I
alone
understand
add that subscription on there. So this might just be a shot across the bow. The Justice Department saying, knock it off, slow down your roll.
Got it.
Because there will be more paid options if they don't do this.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. It seems weird. Like it's not like it's going to give me cancer if I don't watch the NFL.
For sure.
You know, I don't know. You know,
it's entertainment. It's not real life.
For sure.
And like me, I pay for the Sunday ticket because football Sundays are my life.
Sure.
Yes.
But most people, it's not like that. They'll be fine watching the game on Fox and CBS and both early and late window and then Sunday night.
But
so I
think
don't
of how
know.
many OnlyFans subscriptions Chris has. He shouldn't have to pay separately for a gal in Texas to bark like a dog.
He still pays
Like,
for
that should just be a part of a wider package.
She doesn't just bark like a dog.
Paul, your hands up.
Speaking of that, yesterday I walk into that studio.
Listen, now before you keep your sentence going, filthy mouth, please remember things I know about you.
Yeah, but he's on the computer going through like 5 Disney Plus accounts that he has that he's paying for, trying to figure out which is the one he uses at home and canceling them, and he couldn't figure it out. He has
You got to call them.
He has
I have to
5
call
of them.
He's exaggerating, but not by much. Here's the thing that pisses me off. I pay for Disney, Hulu, and ESPN, right, on the
Without
Disney
the
Plus.
bundle.
But I'm also still paying for
with the
Hulu
bundle.
separately.
Yeah.
And I can't get them to stop. And I can't figure it out because you know what? I type in there and I'm like,
You have to call.
Well,
I
I have to because here's the thing. I type in my password or my email address and they say, well, that email address is associated with this account. I'm like, well, yeah, but apparently it's associated with this one as well. Help me cancel this sumbitch. And you try to call and there ain't nobody there. Ever.
Yeah, I did this a few years ago, so
God, pees me off.
yeah.
How about this
but
one?
they have no problem taking your money.
Yeah, they love it.
How about this one? I won't say the company, but I was trying to cancel something a couple days ago, And tried calling them, no answer. Tried calling them, no answer. So I go on their AI chat, right? Their customer service AI chat. And I thought, well, maybe they can at least send me the right link and I'll cancel through there. So it was like, hi, I'm so-and-so, your AI, and, what can I do? And I'm like, well, I have this and this and I need to cancel this. And as soon as I made it clear that, like, I need to cancel this entire, like, not part of it, I need to cancel this entire service, the AI stopped talking to me. Oh. Literally, the chat ended. Like,
you got ghosted.
I just got ghosted.
Wow.
I'm like, hello? So I'm typing in, like, can you send me the link? Nothing. Like, once I made it clear that I wanted to cancel, it literally stopped responding to me. I'm like, I'm getting Truman Showed here. What the hell is going on here?
Normally,
I still haven't canceled.
Normally, that's how you get to somebody.
Exactly.
I start with, I want to cancel. I talked to DirecTV yesterday. Most ridiculous thing I've ever heard yesterday. I have DirecTV satellite, but I use the app because the satellite equipment's old and it's not working great. Sure. So I use the app. That's it.
Bam.
I want to watch the Masters in 4K, which is only on DirecTV.
Okay.
I told them that. They said that I have to get the equipment for the 4K installed in order to be able to watch it on the app. And I said, that's not how this works.
Makes sense.
And then I said, but what if I cancel my satellite subscription and just sign up for DirecTV Stream? She said, then you would have Masters 4K today.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
But I got $50 off my bill.
Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do this next week, and I mean this because I have gigs like for the foreseeable future, so I'm not home to watch anything. I think I'm canceling everything that I have.
Do it, and then start over.
Starting all over on everything. So I can make sure I only have one account of everything.
Even Dog Girl and OnlyFans?
No, he pays
dude,
let's not get carried away.
I don't want to do that because she's real close to graduating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
College.
Thank you for the clarification.
And what's he care about $50 a month?
I thought you meant obedience school.
Oh, brilliant.
She's almost done.
Yep. I need to do the same thing because I'm paying for like 7 cable boxes I don't use.
Yeah.
It's like $8 a month for each of them.
I've been deciding in the last 2 minutes whether I should say this on the air. But I'm just going to say it. Please, if you work at the Pioneer Press, help me cancel my subscription. I beg of you.
Chris, and then they're never going to stop calling you.
I'm telling you, man.
It took a year
I
for them to
can't
stop
get them
calling
to
you.
stop. It's $14.99 a month.
Call your credit card company and tell them you don't want that
You know
on
what's
there
great
anymore.
about that?
And American Express is the best.
American Express and the Apple Card are the two that if I call them or I email them and say, these some bitches won't stop taking my money, they take care of business.
They will go to the Pioneer Press and slap them in the T words.
Wow.
Here's Chris's weekend. He's going to watch Troop Beverly Hills tonight.
Yep.
And then he's going to strip nude and just shake in the corner of a room begging Pioneer Press to cancel his subscription.
Yeah,
Please.
while the smell of onions walks through my townhouse.
Yeah. He's going to just... Yeah.
I want onion rings today.
Jim Carrey's Crying Game in Ace Ventura.
A lot of Funyuns.
Marney Gellner should be here in a second. Bonus Creasel. He's sticking around. Normally he leaves right now, but he's sticking around until 9 because he's playing initials at 8:15. Marney in a second. Sauce to do sports after this. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Come.
The Fan.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Hi. Hey, Marnie's here. Hi, Margie.
Hi, Marnie. Good morning.
Guys.
You look great today.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. We're dressed alike. I was
I know.
like, you, me, and Core, just straight black.
Yeah.
You guys robbing some houses tonight?
We might.
Burglarizing?
Don't worry about it.
Is the
don't worry about
heist
it.
tonight?
If
I
Dobbs
didn't
in
get the
jail
memo.
tomorrow, then you'll all know. You'll all know.
That'd be sad. I don't want Dob in jail.
You know what's weird?
He'd get
I'm sorry. I know we gotta do
just
sports.
rocked in there.
Oh, yeah.
Can I tell you something I found weird? Yeah, I told you guys I was watching these shows about mudlarking, you know, where the Thames River goes low and they let people go down and look for them. This lady I was watching last night found a spur, like a boot spur. And I thought, were there cowboys in London times? And there were, apparently, back in the old times when there was Old West here, people wore spurs in London as well from time to time. Never thought about that.
Interesting look for London.
Yeah.
Imagine a cowboy with a British accent.
Yeah.
How
It
about that
doesn't do it.
Soundhawk?
Crazy. Good eye, yo.
How would
think
they
of it. I don't
say
know.
aluminum?
Aluminium.
Nailed it.
Sir.
Red sauce?
Yes, sir.
Ready?
Me, yeah.
He doesn't seem to be ready.
I'm ready, man.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Oops. Wrong button.
See, I knew you weren't.
I'm all set.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip.
The Minnesota Wild lost 5-4 to the Stars last night. The Stars scored first, but then the Wild scored 3 straight, 1 by Hughes, 2 by Kaprizov. Then the Stars tied it up with 2 of their own. Wild took the lead late in the second period, but they gave up 2 in the third for the Stars' victory. Your Wild have 3 games left, starting tomorrow against Nashville, and they are currently 4 points back of the Stars. So the series will most likely start in Dallas, probably like a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, either Saturday or Sunday next weekend. So heading to Dallas to start it off. But again, a lot of good to come from that game, even though, again, very disappointing. Goaltending wasn't there either. Gus, I don't think, played his best, but some other players did play their best. I mean, Kirill Boldy looked phenomenal. Some great work from Hughes. He had a great goal. So a lot of good to come from what was ultimately, yes, a very disappointing loss, but it's a wonderful appetizer for what's going to be a phenomenal main course between these two teams coming up in a week.
Geez, the Michelin Guide comes to Minneapolis and Zach starts dropping appetizers and main course references in hockey updates. That was fantastic.
It was kind of an oniony appetizer.
By the way, we didn't talk about that at all, the whole Michelin Guide thing coming to Minneapolis.
Yeah.
How about it's in Minneapolis but not St. Paul? Do you guys see that part of the story?
No.
Yeah, it's just Minneapolis. Isn't that weird?
That's bizarre.
I feel like that's intentional. Like we looked at the restaurants in St. Paul and we've decided we'll do Minneapolis.
I just think it's weird if the Michelin Guide doesn't consider the Twin Cities to be one.
I think it's a pay-to-play thing, though. I think it's the Minneapolis restaurants who are paying.
100%.
Very interesting. Okay, that makes more sense. Because otherwise, why would you draw the line in the sand and be like, nah, we're not going east? What are they, Rosie?
We do have bridges over the river.
Jeff?
Yeah, the P.J. Lambert Memorial Bridge.
That's right.
My dad, Jeff.
P.J. Lambert.
Oh, yeah.
That's you.
That's you.
Yeah, that is me.
That's you.
I think our guy Gavin will win one or get one. One of his restaurants will be earned. He'll earn
he
one.
deserves
Well
it.
said. Yeah, he'll earn one.
What's the front runner?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Burger King.
Yeah.
That flame broiled.
Oh,
hell yeah!
That sounds amazing. I'd have that. The Twins beat Detroit 3-1 to win their 4th straight and sweep Detroit. Your Twins are 7-6. They battle the Blue Jays tonight in Toronto at 6:07.
Marnie, what the hell is going on with this baseball team?
I got to tell you, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't know what everyone's been up in arms about. I just showed up at the ballpark and it was WWWW.
Yeah, that's right.
It was quite an enjoyable week, minus the chilly weather. But that was the Tigers are the team that is thank you, Sacco, predicted to win the AL Central. And I am not saying all is well. The season has been completely reversed. But to at least have started the first of 13 games against a team in your division and take the first 4 was pretty significant. I know the guy to my left is the only one that's really pissed about the Twins having won 4 straight.
Hang on, which guy to your left?
I don't care.
I would argue both to the left of you are not thrilled about this.
I'm not pissed. Yeah, I just don't care.
Well, sure.
Which sucks because I've loved the Twins my whole life. I just don't care. Yeah.
Well, it was fun to be there and in just, I don't know, baseball atmosphere again. And I don't know, it's hard because I think we can all agree. We all want a better baseball team. We all want a winning baseball team, and we all want the formula that generally is proven to give you a better baseball team. That is pretty much universal. Mm-hmm. And right now, we don't necessarily have that formula, but things are better when you win. Like, people are happier. Everything falls into place better. And I pull for people like Byron Buxton and Royce Lewis. They're good human beings beyond being good baseball players. And Derek Shelton. Mm-hmm. Like, you guys have spent enough time with him. Ryan Jeffers.
Great people.
When I saw him, I was walking into the clubhouse and he was walking out and he pointed at me and he goes, "Hey, haven't seen you since I kicked your ass."
Yep. Love it.
And I just looked around like, I'm not sure if everyone knows the context of that, but hey, how you doing?
Sure.
So, it was a good week, and let's just hope it rolls and we can at least keep our heads above water, because that's a much better place to be.
Well, isn't for the Creasels and Sauces of the world that are like, obviously super anti-Polez, and I can't blame them, isn't this kind of best case scenario that the Twins win but nobody goes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like kind of ideal.
Nobody
just
goes,
get
yeah.
red hot and shock the world and win 95 games or some astronomical number, but then just have like 30 to 40 people at every Twins game.
Perfect. Yep. Make the Polad suffer, but also
But win.
I want the team and the players
Sure.
to do well.
They deserve it.
They deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Shelty seems awesome.
Great dude.
Good dude.
Yeah, he is
So
great.
the vibes
Stupid
around the
ass
team
Mitch.
are great, right?
Yeah, they were
fun.
this week.
Yep.
Yes.
Love Mitch.
Mitch is awesome.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah, Mitch Wales. Let's see here. Marnes, your Wolves have 2 games left. They battle the Rockets tonight at 8:30.
Yeah,
they are 10.5-point favorites. Ants questionable.
Wait, who is this? The Rockets are.
The Rockets are
Yeah,
10.5-point favorites.
I was going to
Sit
say,
'em.
nobody's playing, right?
Sit him.
Yeah.
Rest up.
It's an
But they are
Amazon
the-
Prime game, so it's late, 8:40, whatever, tip off. And now we trail the Rockets by 4 games, so we are the 6th seed, and nothing's going to change that. So now the goal is be healthy for the playoffs. And the thing, so I have the standings right in front of me, and there is a break between the regular season ending and the playoffs beginning, because you have those play-in games. And so every team that's, top 6 is going to get a handful of days off. But when you look and see that the Rockets have won 8 straight games, the Nuggets have won 10 straight games.
Oh, wow.
The Thunder 7 straight. It feels like the good teams are surging into the playoffs. And we've lost 6 of 10. And we've got our top guys injured. And now, I have seen this Wolves team flip a switch. But I don't like relying on the fact that we need this Wolves team to flip a switch.
Yeah.
So nothing would surprise me at this point, and that would include an early exit or a deep run. It feels like every other team in contention is heading in the right direction except us. And so I want to be healthy tonight and in our final game Sunday night, which is against the Pelicans. Be healthy and then look good on the court, because that last game against the Magic, I know we're not playing everyone, but then you also aren't getting the rhythm and the on-ramp and okay, here we go into the playoffs.
Yeah.
But then remember a couple of years ago when we played our last regular season game against Phoenix, and we just got blown out, and we drew Phoenix as our first round opponent. It was like, oh no, are you kidding?
Yep.
And then we swept them.
But
So
that's
what
the
we're talking
problem,
about. That's
though.
the switch we can flip.
But the team seems to rely on the switch too much, and that's what's been frustrating this year. Is it seems like they're just like whatever. Against good teams they'll try, bad teams they won't, and that's where at some point the switch might not work, and then it's see you later. That's the frustrating part. But the
Let's have
playoffs
a
are
little
near.
positivity in this,
Yeah.
Joey John.
No,
Come on.
I know.
What if
I'm
this is
excited.
a rope-a-dope? What if this is a season-long
Yeah, man.
rope-a-dope and they're just
Then I
looking
fell
to
for
pounce?
it, and I'm happy.
And Ant
That would
puts
be
up
so awesome.
40 a game, and he looks like the MVP, and he just
That'd be great.
trucks Denver, and then Wemby, and then
Let's go.
SGA.
And then we're all
Focused
popping
Ants is so
surf sides.
good.
Yeah.
Focused and
Focused Ants.
we are here for the rope-a-dope.
And then we're all popping surf sides again.
Woo!
Surf sides and onions. Let's go.
Jeez.
Now you're talking.
That's an onion.
Now he's
mean-
What a
talking.
combo.
Could it at least be onion rings?
Sure.
Yeah,
Those
we'll
are
fry
like,
some of. We'll deep fry some
But
of
like
those.
Oh, yeah.
95% batter, 5% onion,
Better.
right?
Just careful crossing the street.
That's the right ratio. Surfside brings you Marney Gellner. All right, so Vikings news in a second, if there is any. Initials at 8:15. $113,500 up for grabs with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
I hope you're always that strong, baby girl.
Fan.
What up, rock stars? Here we are, Power Trip Morning Show. Let's go ahead and get some Vikings news done. Thanks to our friends at Radco.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip. Presented by
Radco.
Your truck accessories pro.
Mr. Meat Paul Lambert.
Yes, sir.
Did you, in fact, do your podcast with Benjamin Lieber yesterday?
We did, yes.
Any news that we'd be able to break? Anything you could tell us that we did not know?
Yes. Ben Lieber really likes the Clemson D tackle Peter Woods. That is, I think, his guy that he would really like at pick 18.
And do you agree with him?
Yeah. After watching a lot of his highlights yesterday, he's outstanding. He's like a young Kevin Williams. He plays all over the defensive line. He's a massive human being. He would be a great pick at 18.
How big are we talking?
Probably like 6'6", 310.
That's a huge B.
That's a huge bitch. Yeah. So, yeah.
Was this a Vikings podcast?
Yeah, mock draft we did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I'll have to listen to that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Thanks, Mark.
What else was discussed in the 20 to 30 minute podcast?
We talked a lot about football. We talked a lot about how
Right.
Ben thinks Jeremiah Love, the running back from Notre Dame, might be the second overall pick to the Jets.
Really?
Yeah. Ben has some really hot takes in that make a ton of sense.
Don't they have Breece Hall still?
Yeah, but he thinks that the league is going towards like a two-back set like they had in Detroit and, they've had in Seattle with the two running backs they
Everything
had.
is cyclical, isn't
Yeah,
it?
he thinks that would, because he's the best player in the draft, and the Jets are terrible, so why not?
Was there any discussion about the Devon Achane?
No, we
stuff?
did not discuss that, no. But
That would be arousing.
you'd probably have to give up a third-round pick for him and sign him to a new contract.
For those who don't know, who's Devon Achane?
A very, 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 very good running back from the Miami Dolphins.
Got it.
Super fast, shifty. Sign me up for a third-round pick.
Yeah.
Deal.
Hawk was asking for his buddies listening.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't want to underinform them.
We also discussed that I think the Cowboys, with their 2 first-round picks, would be a team that would try and trade up higher up into the first round, like a top 5 pick, and then
To get
probably one of the corners, or if they can, if Jeremiah Love doesn't go with the second pick, they might try and get their way up to get ahead of the Titans at pick 4, so trade with Arizona.
I was reading a bunch of different trade possibilities for your Minnesota Vikings, all kinds of different scenarios this morning. And the number one on the board was trading Jonathan Grenard, our first-round pick, which is the 18th, and our third-round pick, number 97, to the Chiefs for first-round pick number 9 and edge Felix and Uzama, right? Anyway.
That seems like a lot.
It does seem like a lot, and it also seems like if Ben thinks that running back's going to go that early, it's not going to do us any good because we're not going to get Jeremiah Love anyway.
No, which is one of the reasons why
That's right.
the Chiefs signed Kenneth Walker, is because they believed that Jeremiah Love wasn't going to be there at 9.
Yeah.
Right? So
That's about I think that's the entire extent of my draft knowledge this year.
That's pretty good, though.
Well, let me ask you an
not
opinion
much.
then, because I'm just looking for opinions here, man. That's what sports radio is all about, is throwing out your opinions and saying this is what I believe and I'm right. One of the trade scenarios involves the Vikings trading to the Rams a young quarterback by the name of J.J. McCarthy for a second-round pick. Are we in favor or against?
That would be stupid. He had a bad year, but there were flashes that a lot of young quarterbacks we've drafted have not had. It would be foolish to just cut bait right now, unless the people in that building who know a lot more about football than me think there is no chance he can succeed at this level, which I just don't see how you could be that convinced. He had a lot going on, coming back from an injury, having a baby at 22 years old. He didn't have a baby, his wife did, but a lot of stuff happened last year. It was a crazy year. I would like to give him some stability, a chance to learn, and then see.
So, quick counterpoint. If Kyler Murray, who they are going,
He's the starter.
He's the starter. If you're Carson Wentz, you didn't sign here to be the third quarterback. He's the backup.
But what was Carson Wentz's other option?
Well, no, but I think Carson could have waited until the training camps to start to see if A, somebody gets hurt, or B, there's an opportunity for him to maybe be the starter on a team like, I don't know, the Cardinals, or maybe the bad Jets or the Dolphins.
It's a terrible team name. It's just terrible.
It
That's
is.
what it is.
But my point though is I think Carson is the backup. I think McCarthy's the third quarterback.
Maybe right now, but I don't think Carson Wentz is the type of player, or does he have the capital to say, I will not go here unless this is the situation or this is the deal. He wasn't on a roster until right before the season started last year. So I think he knows the system. He likes it here. There's stability. And so it is a chance for him to be the second quarterback. But if JJ's better, then JJ's better. And he's the third quarterback. And I don't think he's going to throw his arms up and go, I'm out, I'm done. He's getting paid decent for a chance to be on a roster.
Come on, Marty, tell me what you think.
I think that makes perfect sense. I think that makes perfect sense. And if we go into this season where this scenario needs figuring out, then we're in pretty good shape because it means we have 3 healthy quarterbacks that all need to be slotted somewhere. And that is also a pretty good place to be.
This is the coolest chick I have ever seen in my life.
An embarrassment of riches.
Thanks.
Wow. You really are cool, man. I don't know if it's the coolest I've ever seen in my life, but you're cool.
Well, that's a stretch.
Are you making fun of butthead speech impediment?
Seriously?
If you want to be wrong, that's fine.
Who was the actress that you were reading, Sauce, the other day that had a TH in her name and we could not get over it? And then we were talking about my sister-in-law, Letha. Her name was
Letha.
Was an IMDb actress.
Oh, it was some bad movie that we looked up that Hawk loved.
Her name had a TH instead of an S.
Leeth.
But her name was it Letha?
It was Letha. It was Letha.
Mike Tyson named her.
Yeah.
Her name was Leetha.
Yeah.
Does she say kiss me?
Yeah, kiss me, Letha. What movie was that?
Oh, I don't remember.
Probably some awesome one.
Anyway,
that Hawk loved.
Yeah.
I just couldn't stop thinking about it the rest of the day.
You're going to talk like that on air when you're on the broadcast.
There's a chance.
Yep, you're getting emails.
That was a sweet base hit.
Figure out the movie or not?
A single to center.
Seeing eye single.
Did you just look it up by her name? Is that actually how it was spelled?
Yeah. But I don't know her last name.
Last name.
Weapon.
Last name.
Her name was Letha Weapon.
Yeah, you've seen that. You've definitely seen that movie.
Letha Finfin.
Letha.
Oh, God. All right.
Cory, do you want to trade JJ for a second-round pick or not?
I don't know.
Okay. Thank you, though.
Come on, you need an opinion, Cory.
I don't really have opinions anymore on stuff like that.
That's not good for radio, you realize.
I don't know. You guys have opinions. That's enough.
Okay, good. I've got a lot of opinions, like onions. Let's talk about it. Not a fan.
My opinions smell like onions.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Man, I had the weirdest onion story.
Oh, let's hear it, babe.
Oh, no.
God, I hope it's not what I think it
It's
is.
not from Tijuana, is it?
How did you know that?
Oh, boy. Rough start. Teresa learned about this 18 years ago.
Go ahead. Tell us if you're the same person.
No, that's it. I was only there once, but
Yeah.
I was talking to this guy online, and he had the strangest request. He was like, meet me at this place, and we agreed. And he was like, have a burger, extra onions. And so I go to this place. Well, he never showed up. I still to this day don't know what happened to him.
Oh,
but
no.
What did he do for work? What did he say?
Service industry, restaurant somewhere.
Yeah, like Vegas, maybe?
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's an interesting, sad story.
Yeah, that's sad.
I hope that it all...
I don't know. I never heard.
Yeah, less dramatic than I would have guessed.
I hope you find him someday.
I hope you do, yeah.
Best of luck.
Sad
Looks like you did okay, though. You know, you're all right.
I love onions.
Oh, my God.
Especially sauteed.
Salt.
Are there onion rings at Michelin-style restaurants? Does anybody do onion rings at a world-class level? Or is there like a cap?
We had them
at the end of the day, they can only still be onion rings. You know what I mean?
We had them at, what was the Tom Colicchia Steakhouse in Vegas? We had onion rings
Craft
there.
steak.
Yeah, they were outstanding. Like,
Craft steak?
top of the line.
No, I think Brent ate them all. I don't think I got a bite.
They were great.
What would, because you can pretty much do any, bar food or whatever can be done fancy, but what would you do to an onion ring if you were at a Michelin restaurant?
Fancy.
Like, what would make it fancy?
Great question. Don't know.
I don't know.
Because it's just an onion and batter and deep fried.
Not just batter, though.
Yeah.
There's got to be the good, clean oil, too, so you don't have that aftertaste. Best rings I've ever had, Clarinda, Iowa, near the Missouri-Iowa border. Amazing. And those were super fancy at a place that wasn't fancy.
What made them fancy? Like
they were
good
light,
batter?
fluffy. The batter was amazing.
Ooh, did it melt in your mouth?
Oh, yeah. I can't talk about it anymore.
You guys have a lot more onion ring experience than I do, but I will die on the hill that the best ones I've ever had were back in the day, the Joe Sensors onion strings.
Oh, those were outstanding.
Holy crap, were those good.
Those were good, yeah. Yep.
I don't even know how to describe what they were, right? They were like, I don't even know anybody that makes those kinds of onion rings anymore. Just like, what are those called? Outside of like strings almost, right? It looked
almost like shoestring fries,
exactly.
but onions.
As opposed to the full circle.
Baltimore has them with the steak. If you go to Baltimore and Roseville,
great spot.
You shouldn't say his name, dude.
Yeah, I can't say it. Great spot, though.
When you order a steak, you can get the onion strings with it. Man, fantastic.
Sensors back
you
in the
could
day
go
to
there and
say,
get the
make
ring.
them extra crispy, and that tip's going to be gigantic.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Button bar.
Yeah.
I'm starving now.
You guys ever...
Same.
And I know this is a complete non sequitur, but we're running out of show, and I got to say this. You guys ever think that, like, scientists are just sitting around labs bored, and so they try things?
Yeah.
Sure.
They just figured out that female mice, if they do a tweak on their DNA, will grow testicles.
I knew it.
Man, you need help.
Now, why do I need help? I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, but
I'm just reading science stories here, man.
Is that from the University of Tommy Olson?
well played.
I feel like I went to school with a couple gals that were like one sneeze away from having a set of nuts.
Oh.
Where you just know. They were like in sports, they were just more powerful. You were just like, how in the hell? Just one little tweak. Just drop them out.
Tom's looking for phone numbers.
We almost never get to like headlines on Fridays, right? Because we run out of time. The show's over after initials. There's 3 things in the prep service today that I kind of had my mind blown by. You want to hear some cool things quickly?
Please.
Yes, Daddy.
Obviously.
Pure gold is safe to eat.
What?
Eat?
Yep.
Yeah.
How?
And drink.
Hello.
And it's basically flavorless. You shouldn't eat gold jewelry, of course, because that's not pure. There's other metals mixed in. But if you ever theoretically find pure 100% gold, you could eat it.
Imagine what it would be like to lay cable then. It would just be
Glorious.
Yep. Don't flush it.
What would that be? The flakes that's in, is it Jägermeister?
Goldschlager.
Oh, gold,
Yeah.
of course.
There you go.
Gold.
My Aunt
Of
Shelly
course.
loves Goldschlager.
You know, dude, this is great.
Oh, my God.
Thank you for
True
saying
story.
because
Yeah.
I didn't
She
have enough
sounds
in the
fun.
book.
Yeah,
I'm about
she
done
is
with it,
fun,
and I
yeah.
had nothing in here about Shelly.
All right, so hang on. Your
Hold
Aunt
on.
Shelly does what?
And she's married to whom?
Peter.
And she has sparkly dookie.
Papa?
No, different Peter. She's married to a different Peter.
How many Peters do you have as uncles?
Don't even answer that question. You don't have to.
2. Peter Lambert and Peter Weingarten.
Wait a minute. His last name's Weingarten?
Yes.
Oh, this is
But
dynamite.
she doesn't drink wine. She drinks.
Goldschlager.
That's
yeah.
her way of rebelling.
Yeah, loves it. Yeah,
This is
she loves
fantastic
it.
stuff. Is
Creasel's met on show.
How often does she have it?
Oh, I bet every other weekend.
Every other weekend.
Yeah.
Does she drink in excess?
Like Michael
One
Hutchins?
time she did, yeah.
One time.
Does she drink by herself?
I don't think so, but she loves Goldschlager, yeah.
Is that a mixer drink or is that
no,
just
it's
a
a
Get
shot?
straight if you got balls.
Yeah.
And there's gold in it. I didn't know that.
Gold flakes.
And it doesn't make your dookie sparkly, though.
I don't know. I've never asked my aunt about her dookie.
Could you text her quick
Text
and
her
ask
for
her?
me.
No.
Yeah,
I
ask
don't think
her
I have
please.
her number.
Just
Could you
say
get a fecal
I-
sample, please?
No.
You don't have your aunt's number.
I don't think
You
so.
guys aren't close,
I mean,
but you know her drink choices.
Yeah.
But you
Yes,
don't
it's
know
a
what
long-
Probably
her-
because you see her at holidays.
Yeah, it's a long story.
But
yeah.
you don't know what she has sent Cologuard.
No, I do
Wouldn't
not.
it be
no.
interesting if she smelled like golden onions?
Oh, from Sensors? Amazing. Have her come over.
Yeah, wow.
That's great stuff. Thanks, man. I didn't have anything about Shelly in there.
What's the chapter?
Papa.
No, not every chapter is about Papa.
Marnie, check this out quickly before we go to break and do some other stuff. You've had a couple of kids, correct?
Yeah,
You ever
exactly.
did you ever think of trading them when they were young?
No, sure.
Gee.
It is a misdemeanor in Pennsylvania to trade your infant.
Oh, a misdemeanor.
Which means it must have happened.
100%.
Yeah.
My dad tried
and again,
to trade me.
as every trade in the history of sports is basically the truth of this. Like, it's never 100% even. Somebody slightly wins that trade.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right, like the Diggs trade at the time, right? It's like, wow, well, we got Jefferson, you got Diggs. Everybody, now we look back and we crushed that trade, right?
Yes.
We got Jefferson. Pretty good deal for us. Misdemeanor to trade your infant in Pennsylvania. And last but not least, this is just for Zachary.
Oh, good for you, Zacho. It's about Aunt Shelly.
Papa's
Zach, in 1970, the 2-liter bottle was invented by...
Could the Coca-Cola Company?
Johnson
Pepsi.
Leader.
Pepsi started the 2-liter bottle of soda. Pepsi, not Coke. Pepsi. 2-liter of Pepsi, Zach.
I don't really like 2 liters anyway.
It goes flat too quickly.
It does go flat. Thank you.
We got to get busy drinking, brother.
Yeah.
And Shelly just pounds it.
Yeah. Papa's sister?
I think more 2 liters are sold by pizza delivery companies than anywhere else. Do you ever go into a gas station? Nobody buys a 2-liter.
That's why a lot of
Speak
times
for
the 2
yourself.
liters are cheaper. It's like nobody wants to bring them in the car. Why would you do that? It's
you buy
insane.
the 2 liter, you pour half of it out, and you stick that wild turkey in there, and you got yourself a party.
God, you need help.
Go in there, grab a
Let's
2 liter and a
go.
pack of Magnums.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Start Drankson. Call Aunt Shelly. Make it weird.
She parties
Bring
once
over
every
some
other
onions.
weekend.
Yeah, she loves partying.
Fan 5 in a second. Initials in like 20 minutes. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.